For those basketball players, do you want to be able to jump like this? Or do you want to do this type of exercise so that you can be more explosive? Or do you want to have better lateral movement so you can have better coordination on the court? What's stopping you from doing this? I'll tell you. It's those stiff hips that's holding you back. So in this video, we're going to be talking about hip stretching for basketball players. There's going to be a couple of exercises in this video that you guys can do, whether it's dynamic or static stretching. But we're going to get into that. But before you watch this video, make sure you click that like button, click that subscribe button. Also, my ebooks is still out. I have 5 so far, which will be in the description box. Let's get to this video. Let's look at some key factors to hip stretching. Improve mobility, reduce risks of injuries, enhance performance, pain relief, explosive power, vertical jump, and movement efficiency. What to use your hips for: dunking, layups, ball handling, shooting, and defensive stance. Now let's look at a couple of key factors we can dive into before we get into the exercises. The first one is enhanced performance. Improve vertical jump and improve faster running speed. So before we dive into the exercises, let's look at a couple of highlights so you can see exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to improving your vertical jump and improving faster speed. So to generate power, it all starts from the lower part of your body and your core. So this is why he was able to finish his dunk. His inside leg pushes off for explosiveness, which led him to get ahead of everyone else for the dunk. So now the first exercise we're diving into is pigeon stretch. Time is 30 seconds each side. Sets is 2. And the type of stretching is static stretching. As you can see, Coach D-Lo need to work on his hip stretching too. So the point of it is, you want to bring your hips down till you reach a point to where your hips is tight. Not too tight to where you strain your muscle, but just tight enough to where you can feel it. The next key factor we're going to dive into is range of motion. And the traits is change of direction. Now, it's 2 clips you're still going to see vertical jump and running speed. The next exercise is low split lunges. The time for this is 30 seconds each side. Sets is 2, and the type of stretching is dynamic. Another important key factor is injury prevention. Now, with tight hips, it increases the risk of sprains and strains. The next exercise we're going to get into is lateral leg extended stretch. Time is 30 seconds each leg, and sets is 2. The type of stretching is static. The next exercise is kneeling lateral lunges. Time is 30 seconds each side. Sets is 2, and the type of stretching is dynamic. The key factors is improved triple extension and reduced anterior pelvic tilt. Now, when having tight hip flexors, it can hinder you from fully extending your legs for explosiveness. Pelvis is tilted forward and potentially impact movement and posture. When you're doing these exercises, make sure that you're taking your time, breathing in while you're going down, and then breathing out, coming back up. This is not a race, so you don't have to try to do these exercises fast just to beat time. And because, you may feel a little bit of pain when you're stretching those muscles out. You're not going to hurt yourself. You're not going to kill yourself. You are improving in your mobility and your flexibility. The next exercise we're going to get into is frog pose. Time is 30 seconds, sets is 2, and the type of stretching is dynamic. The next key factor is pain relief, and with the trait is help alleviate pain and discomfort. One thing about your coach, I'm always going to criticize myself even when I do something wrong. So when you guys look at this stretching, as I'm doing it, really, your hips are supposed to try to touch the back of your heel. And if not the back of your heel, then you want to get close to it. So this to let you know that, me as your coach have to work on those hips too. I'm getting old out here. So definitely got to get back and working on those hips. Last exercise for this video is hip circles. Time is 30 seconds each side. Sets is 2, and the type of stretching is dynamic. So the time frame when working on hip stretching is 12 minutes. Last minute to the exercise, you want to do jumping jacks. In this exercise, I'm actually doing it right. So I'm not wrapping my leg around all wild. I'm keeping my leg wrapped around tight so that I'm bringing it up towards the hip area. That way, I'm able to feel it in my pelvic area and in my hips. And that concludes my video. To all my basketball players with stiff hips, make sure that you use this video to stretch those hips out, along with other videos that other coaches or trainers may have on YouTube. Stretch those hips out, guys. It will benefit a lot, especially if you want to be flexible or if you just want to have the mobility in your hips. You want to be that ball handler that can cross people up. It has to do with those hips. If you want to be a dunker and get explosive and be explosive coming off 2 feet or 1 feet, You have to work on your hips. You have to work on your lower body part. This your boy, Coach D-Lo, and champions thrive on elevation. Praise to the Most High. Yeah.